Welcome to Grammar with Lily. We talked a lot about comparing things this week. Comparative adjectives tell how things are different. But we also compare things to see how they are similar. First though, did you know that like has two meanings in English? I like chocolate ice cream. I look like my father. These are two very different sentences, like chocolate ice cream and like my father. The first sentence is about my feelings. The second sentence is about similarity. My eyes or my nose are the same as my father's eyes or nose. Okay, now let's talk about how to use like for other similarities. I am tall, like my father. I teach English like my mother. I am similar to my parents. My height is like my dad. My job is like my mom. In these sentences, like is a preposition with an object, my father or my mother. We can also change the order of the words and put the prepositional phrase first. Like my father, I am tall. Like my mother, I teach English. Notice what happens when I put the prepositional phrase at the beginning of the sentence. I hope you are learning that this always happens. When we add something like a prepositional phrase at the beginning of a sentence, we need to put a comma after the phrase. This comma tells us that it's time to start the main clause. There is another phrase that we sometimes use at the beginning of a sentence to show similarity. Similar to my brother, I am more than 40 years old. We don't use similar to very often. Usually we use like, but similar to is also a correct, useful phrase. Since similar is an adjective, we have to add the preposition to before the object, my brother. You can use similar to and an object at the beginning of a sentence. Just be sure you include a comma and a full sentence after it. Don't forget to include a subject and a verb in your sentence. Don't forget to complete the idea. After a transition, you must have a subject, a verb, and a complete idea. Finally, a little advice on when we use these phrases, like and similar to. They can be a transition. Remember, transitions help the listener or the reader to follow you when you change to a new topic or a new idea. For example, I'm the one speaking and I told you about my brother. I told you that he finished school in 2000. I told you that my brother got a job more than 20 years ago. Now you are thinking, wow, her brother is not 25 or 30 years old. I think he is over 40 now. You are already thinking about my brother and his age. So when I talk, I want to talk about me. I need to bring you with me. So, how do I change from the topic of my brother to the topic of me? I use this transition to move from the topic of my brother to the topic of me. Similar to my brother, the old topic, I am in my 40s. I am the new topic. Remember to use your transition with the old topic first and the new topic in the main clause. Have fun using these phrases in your speaking and writing.